Elder Scrolls Online, everybody. We are playing a high elf necromancer vampire who is in absolutely no way connected to another Altmer necromancer vampire you might know. Certainly no connection at all. Now, where we left off, we were in the middle of southern Valenwood. Rotwood, specifically. You see, we had just saved Auridon, that is the smaller of the two Somerset Isles, from the forces of Mehrunes Dagon. Highkin Lady Estri, the Veiled Queen, attempted to take over Firsthold by summoning Mehrunes Dagon's Oblivion Gates. Scary stuff. But we dealt with that. Then we came here to Grotwood, and our ship was immediately accosted by pirates. Turned out Haven had been taken over by pirates, but we drove those pirates back and saved the city. So we went over to the Cave of Broken Sails and saved a young pirate lady captain's wife from being, and yes, I didn't misspeak when I said that, her wife, from death at the hands of some mutineers. And those pirates have now officially been welcomed into the Aldmeri Dominion as, how shall I put this? Privateers. Yes, privateers. Then we saved the Argonians in the Greymire because they broke away from their slave masters. You see, the Argonians and the Dunmer and the Nords are in an uneasy alliance called the Ebonheart Pact. But a lot of the Argonians don't like working with their former slave masters, so some of them broke off and lived here. Anyway, we are about to move on to this new town. The main quest wants us to go to Eldenroot and speak with King Camoran. You know King Cameron, aka Mankar Cameron, from Oblivion. Yeah, same bloodline. Although, you know, how does the bloodline change from being a Bosmer to a High Elf? Very simple, actually. There was just had to do with High Elf Mother somewhere in there. Doesn't matter. We are now going to head on in and deal with the next section of... oh, hold on.
You there, halt! There's great danger ahead.
Great danger. What do we got?
South Point is currently off limits. You'll need to keep back for your own safety.
What happened?
The citizens of South Point are killing each other in the streets. I've seen nothing like it. Captain Alonthor may need help evacuating survivors. You'll find him by the road, outside the town.
You think they've been taken over by madness? Well, I'll speak to your captain. This is just warning me. You're entering a quest area. Please save them from madness. The grip of madness. Guess who we're going to be dealing with, because no Daedric princes in this game have jobbers. They should all have jobbers, in my opinion. We are going to head on over and save that town from the grip of madness. Ah, yes. Daedric princes need more jobbers. And by that, I mean lower ranked. We're going to kill this spider, because we can. But what I mean by jobbers is you get lower ranked Daedra to do smaller level stuff. And by having demi-princes or lieutenants, generals, whatever, you elevate the status of that Daedric prince. You make them too important to deal with this petty little thing. And it also means that their influence is greater because they have a bunch of generals running around. Molog's balls do this to great effect in the game right now. I think there's a sky shard here? Yes, there is. Give me more power. Gained a skill point. Damn right. Need those. Need those skill points badly. What do I need them for? I don't even remember. Probably Disdain Harm reduces the damage you take from damage over time abilities while you have Bone Tyrant ability active. Well, I always have a Bone Tyrant ability active. What's my Bone Tyrant abilities? My Bone Tyrant is Beckoning Armor. Well, I almost always have that active, so... Yeah, I mean, it just reduces the damage I take by 14%. That might be good. Let's let's have a look here. Yeah, based on these abilities, I think we'll go with, wait, hold on. Let me check, my vampire. Blood Ritual, Undeath. Reduces the damage you take based on your missing health. That's actually really good. You know what? Screw that. We're grabbing the Undeath. So the lower my health, is, the more my damage reduction is. I like that. I'll end up having to get all the perks, but there's no real... Doesn't really matter which order I get them in. Alright, let's have a chat with her. Him?
I'm looking for work. Know anyone who needs a hauler? I'm real good at breaking down tents, packing them up, and hauling them where they need to be unpacked and pitched. And don't say carnival. I'm done with carnivals.
I think there's only one new carnival. But let's go. Tell me about it.
I was working in the carnival near Eldenroot. It wasn't a bad job, but the owner, Sarandel, doesn't know what she's doing. We came all the way from the Somerset Isles, and now the performers can't put on their acts.
Uh-huh. Tell me more about the problem.
I don't know the details. Look, Sarandel can tell you herself. Me? I'm done with that operation.
Thanks, I may do that. So what they did is they just pointed me to a new quest, a carnival quest up here, in case I went directly up to Eldenroot or I bypassed it in some other way. You know, they're trying to give you multiple opportunities to do side quests, kind of like why there's a side quest up here and over here that I've been sent to do. So, doesn't matter though. My quest is to the captain here. Big deal that we have to deal with. You'll see. The grip of madness. You hate the new vampire progression system? I like it. The only thing is, every once in a while, you have to use Mesmerize to convince a vendor to talk to you. That's the only weird thing. Cyrodiil PvP is one of the best parts of this game, or would be if they hadn't ruined it with too much lag and other issues. Like, mechanically, it's actually Dark Age of Camelot's PvP. And, yeah, mechanically, it's Dark Age of Camelot's PvP, which is really fun. I would honestly recommend this game just for Cyrodiil PvP if it wasn't so screwed up right now. They're promising that they will overhaul all their servers in the next few months. So if they do that and the lag stops happening, then yeah, Cyrodiil PvP, please. Anyway, I need to talk to the captain. This city is in the grip of madness.
Turn back, citizen. South Point is... I don't know what to call it exactly.
Oh, you're talking about rule of Cyrodiil constantly flip-flopping? Alright, so let me explain this really quick. Over here is the Daggerfall Covenant. Over here is the Ebonheart Pact, and over here is the Aldmeri Dominion. They come in, they try to take control of these towers. And they need to control all these towers in order to, quote-unquote, lay claim to the Imperial City. Whoever executes this is crowned Emperor. The leader of that particular group is crowned Emperor and gets all these perks and such. Then, you know, another faction has to capture all the towers in order to then lay claim to the Imperial City, and they'll be Emperor. And it flip-flops whenever whenever the players so flip-flop it. There are, let me find it right here. In the Alliance War, Ravenwatch is the standard no CP campaign that's running. The campaign runs for a set amount of time before it resets and a new campaign starts. You are paid out based on your contributions. Standard includes your champion points, your post level 50. So you are at a massive disadvantage if you haven't capped out your champion points. Alliance Locked is any player can join this campaign. However, joining this campaign will lock future access based on the Alliance character. In other words, you can, like, if you join Aldmeri Dominion, you're stuck as Aldmeri Dominion, you know. It's then there's 7-day standard. It resets every 7 days. 7-day non-champion. And then below 50 for people who are just kind of leveling up their characters. And you can level up your characters doing that. There's Imperial City objectives as well. Inside the Imperial City itself, it's a PvP zone. So, but yeah, it's... this game is mostly a PvP co-op game, where, canonically speaking, your character can be in any of the faction areas you want, and that's because of something called Cadwell's Silver. It's a special thing you go through after completing the main quest, where you basically disguise you're walking back in time to the point at which the main quest started, and you're going through each of the 3 main Alliance quests as the same character. And canonically speaking, you're basically jumping through Meridia's realm to do that. And so all of the things that need doing in all of the alliances get done by one person. Except that due to the illusion, everyone thinks that these are 3 separate heroes, when in fact they're one person who's time walking. And it's actually a really cool concept that's executed in... not really executed well. Let's put it like that. It's cooler in concept than it is in execution. But essentially, all this is PvE content. Everything that's not in here is PvE. This is PvE/PvP. It's mostly PvP, but there are a few PvE objectives that flip-flop based on control. There are a few caves and things, dungeons that you can do that are always hostile. But for the most part, if you're in here, you're going to be fighting other players. But if you want to do Cyrodiil and not PvP, well, there's like the Gold Coast, I guess, and there's going to be the new chapter down here. Yeah. World building / exploration. It's alright. It's acceptable. Bare minimum accomplished. Anyway. Yeah. Let's get going. Hello. We have to save this city from the grip of madness. There's one canonical, like, set of quests that you do. And then, occasionally you'll get a choice. And so, for example, if I go here, not there. Let's find it. Let's find a spot. Yeah, Dawnbreak. You saved Dawnbreak from a Daedric invasion, right? You have to determine whether or not you want to kill the guy who caused it or not. Like, technically you broke the law when you summoned Daedra. That's illegal in the Somerset Isles. You should be killed. But maybe we shouldn't kill him, right? You get to make that decision. It's a linear choice, and it'll just affect whether you see that guy or not in the future. That's it. The game is full of these linear choices, or binary choices that affect what you see in the world, but don't really have a greater impact otherwise, because, you know, the game has to be played with other people, and the main story beats still have to happen one way or the other. It's just that minor details about those events happen differently for each player. Who is the chosen one? Hello.
Turn back, citizen. South Point. I sent 3 of my best scouts into South Point to answer that very question, but none returned. Until I know their fates, I can't request reinforcements. But I won't send anyone else inside until I know what happened to my scouts. Right. You see my predicament.
Yeah, his textures will pop in all of a sudden if you get a little closer to him. Stupid. Alright, well, have I found the scouts?
I certainly won't stop you. One of South Point's citizens also offered to help find the scouts, but she seemed a bit eccentric.
Yes.
Perhaps she has something to offer beyond alarming theories?
Okay, I'll speak to her.
You should know Dareneth has some sort of position in Elden Root. Seems to think her reputation precedes her. No need to kiss the hem of her robes, but she's far less prickly if you show her some respect.
Got it.
Last I saw Dareneth, she was taking shelter in one of the tents. I could do without this damnable rain. It's been storming since we arrived, and it shows no sign of letting up.
Alright, can I ask you some more questions about this?
Ask what you will.
Right. What do you think is happening in South Point?
I don't care to speculate.
Why not?
I can only act upon what I know. It's apparent that the townsfolk have caused harm to themselves and others within South Point. Yes, it seems they've all gone mad. But until I know for certain, all I can do is hope to contain it.
Well, if you're gonna take that attitude, I'm gonna need to take another shot, so cheers. How long has South Point been like this?
Strange reports arrived in Aldmeri a week ago. Little things, people acting oddly. But when a South Point guard delivered his own severed tongue to the Altmer embassy, someone noticed. If we weren't spread so thin, we'd have been here earlier.
Why exactly are you spread thin?
General Endari pulled her entire company from the Haven and left for parts unknown. In her absence, we filled the gaps. I tried to commandeer forces from the Grey Mire, but the Thalmor Inner Council considers Argonian refugees a greater threat, in their wisdom.
The Thalmor Inner Council isn't exactly very smart. I mean, Queen Irene does need to address these. Like, she's a great adventuress, don't get me wrong. She traveled all of Tamriel, and she came home this worldly figure who knows all about the other parts of Tamriel, right? So she's obviously deserving to be queen. However, at some point she has to hang up that adventurer's mantle and actually be like an actual administrator. And so far she's not doing that very well. But tell me more about South Point, sir.
Centuries ago it was an imperial stronghold, but now it's known as a sleepy coastal town with a big cathedral. You'll find mostly Colovians who've been here for generations, and a handful of wood elves who don't pay much heed to the Green Pact.
Colovians in Aldmeri Dominion territory. Okay. This will be kind of cool, I guess.
Did someone call my name?
Yeah.
Get away, you!
See, when you're a vampire, they don't want to talk to you. If you are a class 4... Oh, hold on a second. What's this? What's this? What's this? Treasure chest for me. Thank you very much. Yes. I will take treasure chest. Thank you. ESO's lockpick minigame is the best out of all the lockpick minigames, and all the lockpick minigames are terrible. All of them. I mean that without exception. Alright, this guy right here won't talk to me,
I'm
right?
not talking to you.
Because I'm a monstrous vampire, aka I'm vampire stage 4, right? I'm completely corrupted. So he doesn't like me. But I will say, I am not evil.
The whole town went crazy.
Now I can talk to
It's
him.
just inconceivable, impossible, unbearable. If this is just how things are here, I need to offload my wares so I can go set up shop elsewhere.
Right. We're gonna sell this junk really quick. Yeah, all the poisons as well. Don't think there's anything else I need to sell at the moment. I sold all the antiquities. I'll repair my stuff while I'm here. That's good. Excuse me, miss. Can you tell me what's going on? I am not evil.
Well, I suppose I can't go back to town now, can I? Just make myself comfortable here for a while. This sort of thing usually sorts itself out, doesn't it?
Yep. Usually. Let's go talk to the lady who, Hello there! Watch the pop in. Look at her armor. Pop in.
Did Captain Alonthor send you to mock me? Did you come to tell me I don't know the work of a Daedric prince when I see one?
Daedric Prince?
Isn't it obvious? Madness swept through South Point like a plague, and so quickly. Only one Daedric prince has such power.
Sheogorath?
Sheogorath, Daedric Prince of Madness. You have heard of him, haven't you? Doesn't seem like it's mustering up any excitement.
You don't seem concerned about South Point.
I'm exceptionally concerned. It is my home, after all. But I'd rather show my concern by doing something about the problem. The captain wanted to find his scouts, didn't he? We should get going.
You want to come with me?
Of course. You need someone who knows the town, and I need someone with whom to take a stroll in this lovely rain. No use arguing. I've been getting my way since before you were born. Or do you want a sweet old woman to show more courage than you?
Damn. Damn. All right, let's go. All right, so the main gate is barricaded. We have to go in through the side. This place is wrecked, though. Damn. Not looking good for this Colovian
Streets
town.
are dangerous. We should check the homes, be neighborly, see if those inside know where the scouts are.
Okay. First house.
No scout. And I do hope that smell came out of an animal.
My sweet flower. Run away far from this place. Leave your dreadful husband and his obsession with wealth. You are worth more to me than any trinket from some faraway land. The same cannot be said of him. The world was bleak before I peered into your radiant eyes. The most magnificent mountains and flowing streams are nothing compared to your smile. Wow. Okay then, turn the page. Let us leave this place. And I will always be buzzing bee of your buzzing bee of love. That sounds fucking terrible. I would not want a buzzing bee of love following me around. Someone with their own ambitions and wants and needs, please. Alright, hello. Excuse me, what's going on here? Really? Excuse me, miss. No, she doesn't want to talk to me. That's fine. Nothing here, then. I suppose that was the first. Yeah, that was the first. Okay. We're gonna turn invisible. Yeah, people are stabbing each other. It's weird. Let's go into this area next.
No scouts here, just my neighbor. Although this is certainly an interesting arrangement.
Yep. He had a peculiar look on his face. Guards are nowhere to be found after sundown. Quiet carnival. They're still setting things up. Guards drag Mother away. Mother's been musing. Guards all around town. Mother at the cathedral. Hello, sir.
The fire warms us when we're cold, but burns us when we're close. No matter how much you feed it, its hunger never ends. The fire is sublime.
Cool. I'm looking for a group of scouts.
I am blind to all but the fire. It consumed my eyes and my thoughts, for I was jealous of its power. I wanted it for myself. But it forgives as it consumes, and soon it will forgive me.
Yikes. I hope you don't care about your meal then. I'll be taking your food and drink, since you'll soon be consumed. I just took his stuff because, you know, he's soon to be consumed. Stuffed grapes. Okay. Learned how to make stuffed grape leaves. Oh boy. Let's head to the next area. We're invisible. I can just run by everybody. Unlike, everyone else, I am, invisible. Now. Ooh, water. Hoping for more. A wood elf canopy? I'll take it. Learning to make things. This lieutenant wants to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to the lieutenant. I want to loot everything. Hello, Oh, are you tied up? You're a bit, just a bit tied up. Hold on. I'm gonna do it! Okay, that animation didn't play properly, but hey. No one cares that I ate this guy's soul. I devoured him.
It's not time yet. The mayor said you can't eat me until dinner.
We're gonna free you, not eat you.
Praise Arcay. This entire town has gone mad. We should have informed Captain Elonthor immediately, but I insisted we press on. If we'd fallen back, maybe my scouts would still be themselves.
Oh, thank God you have a decent bit of, you have a decent bit of, voice acting there. The beginning part of his voice acting is terrible, by the way. Let me see here. Well, anyway.
The mad people brought us to their mayor. I don't know how he did it, but he turned my scouts into bears. Bears! I thought he'd do the same to me, but he changed his mind. Said the town folks should have me for dinner.
Right. What can you tell me about the mayor?
He locked himself in that big cathedral, saw the doors flare up briefly, glowing as bright as the sky, and then it faded. Magic keeps them shut, I'm sure of it. I've had enough of this place. Please untie me. I need to warn Captain Elonthor.
Okay. Go warn Captain
I'm getting out
Elonthor.
of here. I recommend you do the same.
No, I'm gonna go talk with the bear transforming person.
This mayor seems a charming fellow. We should decide what must be done about him. Soldiers turned into bears, people setting themselves on fire, and now a mad mayor locked in a cathedral. I know I should be horrified, but it all sounds so exciting.
What do we do about the scouts, though?
Oh, I suppose I can reverse the effects of the mayor's magic. After many, many years of honing my craft, this should be a simple matter. But if we're hunting bears, I'll need you to be the bait.
Okay.
I'm an old woman, and such magic requires precision. Wrestling with bears impedes precision. Slap them about their faces, throw sticks at them, call them harsh names, however you must. Keep their attention while I do the complex part.
Okay.
I have an old scroll tucked away in my basement laboratory. If we have it in hand, it won't matter how tightly he's locked that cathedral door. But first, we should rid South Point of its bear problem. Shall we?
Let's go.
I don't deserve this.
I don't deserve this. Screaming. Right, let's... I can't steal the apples, damn. Invisible! Where's my target? There's the scout. Hello. You gonna do your job? No, apparently I need to damage you.
Smash it in the head! Keep it away from me!
I will. I will. You fixed? You fixed. How you doing?
Thank you. I can leave this nightmare.
Of course you can. Heal me. Wait, you're not the healer. Heal me! Thank you. Next bear. We are gonna see the bears. Jump. A bear in the tower? Okay then. That's the bear down there. But I want to see what's at the top of the tower. The top of the tower has a... Comberry! I honestly thought there'd be more at the top of the tower. Oh, Friday Night Infusion as well. Fine. We'll fight the damn bear.
Keep that bear away from me!
Hey!
This town is broken. Flee while you can.
Certain until it happens.
That wasn't so difficult, was it? Now let's head to my laboratory. We'll need that scroll to get into the cathedral.
We saved the scouts from being bears. Any other fantasy life simulators other than Daggerfall? Oh my, I should not, That's a very good question. There are some, how do I put this? A Gashron's Call came close to it. Never really hit the mark. I honestly think Daggerfall as a game is one of a kind. There are a lot of other games like Arcage that try to be, but clearly aren't, you know? Okay, there's your laboratory. Oh, jeez, okay, your laboratory's over here.
No use! Get out of there or the lightning will destroy you!
Okay, but, I mean, it just stopped me from, entering. Go on. Alright, so I have to actually climb the tower now. It skipped all the dialogue instantly for some reason. But it just says climb the goddamn tower. That's nice.
That's it! Have some lightning!
Have some lightning?
You want more lightning? I have plenty to go around!
Of course you do, but you're terrible at your job, so I'm in the tower now.
You get the lightning! Now you get the lightning!
Oh no! I know who that is.
What are you doing here? I don't know you.
Why are you causing all this?
So what if I am? They called me an angry drunk, said I'd never amount to anything. But now I have the lightning, and I'll give it to anyone who makes me mad. Shut your mouth and walk away, or you'll get the lightning, just like all the others.
You get the lightning, and you get the lightning! Alright. But now I have the lightning. Right.
I don't need to listen to this. I'll show you, like I did them. Nobody pushes Rufinus around!
Here's the, these are the, choices you can make. They're binary, and they're usually very stupid. So, in this case, I'm gonna say, let's be reasonable about it. Yes, exactly.
Think you can talk down to me? I'll roast you on a lightning spit. Your lungs will fry so fast they pop like kernels in a skillet. I'll make your eyes burst out of your face. You aren't better than me!
It sounds like the person you're angriest with is yourself. But persuasion dialogue is gated behind Mage's Guild. You have to take it as a skill. And I did, so I can actually save him. But I'm not going to. Goodbye.
Didn't think you had it in you, but the storm's clearing. We should head to my laboratory.
Yeah. That changed nothing, by the way. It just means that he's one less NPC that'll be around. That's it. Apple basket. Apple basket. Greaves, boots. Boots. Helmet. Sword. Take all these things and more. We're going to the laboratory. The lightning! You get the lightning! You get the lightning. Yeah, exactly. I'll have 0.001 more frames per second than other people who are in this area. Settings, I don't know what you're talking about. Into the basement we go.
Now where did she... Ah, yes, it's on my desk. Yes, over there. Do you see it?
No, I don't. Go get it. Are you too lazy to go over and get that yourself? What do you mean, what settings? I don't know, I don't care. Here you go. Texture quality low? Yeah. Remember, I'm in spaces where the game has like 50 people around and the game slows down. I don't want it to. Like, I'll get 50, 60 people on screen. I need to be able to play with their textures not going bonkers. If I could turn player textures low, or hell, player textures off, I'd do that. But it's just all or nothing textures. Old scroll.
Let's head to the cathedral. We're the last people the mayor will expect.
Yep. Let's go see the mayor. We're gonna go see the mayor of this place. They want to attack me, but they can't. Because I'm invisible. We're almost there.
What did you say about me? You've always been jealous of my light. I won't let you...
Use the scroll. I'm not ready yet. Oh. Open the door. Open the door. It doesn't really matter if you don't do either Cyrodiil PvP or Dolmens or, you know, anything where you're encountering, you know, 50 plus people. But yeah, you can turn the graphics up.
Wait, I recognize him. Let me see if I can talk some sense into him.
But in general, you need to turn everything down, down, down if you're gonna play in, you know, with a lot of other people. Look at this. Is that... It's the Divines! Oh boy. Look at that. Hello, sir.
Who's there? How did you get in? Go. I want to be alone.
Don't you recognize me, Mayor Olis?
Dareneth. Thank the Divines. Sheogorath did this. All of it. He used me.
And how exactly did he use you?
He promised me power. The respect I deserve. But then he cursed my tongue with madness and let me make a mess of this town.
You're so pitiful, even for a mortal.
What?
You heard me! Oh, I've always wanted to meet a person within a person. Tell me, what's it like?
I'm so sorry, Sheogorath. I thought you'd abandoned me.
Owlie, I left you a tongue that drives people mad. But I suppose if you don't want my gift, I can take it from your mouth and give it to my new favorite mortal friend.
No. Think of all I've built here. The wonderful screams I've created, all in your name. Doesn't that make me your favorite?
Oh, very well. Sorry, my second favorite mortal friend. We had a good run, but it's time for your curtain call.
Good. You're finally coming out of it. We should reintroduce ourselves.
Yes?
I don't remember how I came to be here in the cell. When I woke, you were just standing there, foaming at the mouth. Count yourself lucky that Sheogorath had no desire to treat you like a puppet, unlike myself.
Why would Sheogorath inhabit your body?
I was in Eldenroot when I heard some of the strange rumors coming from South Point. When I returned here, I recognized the signs. But when I arrived at my laboratory, Sheogorath was already there, dancing. Then I was dancing. After that, it all went dark.
What happened next?
I saw and heard everything we did, but I couldn't affect a thing. It was a waking nightmare. My own mind, a prison. I expected him to kill us both, but we're here, aren't we? Best not to think of it. Applying logic to the mad god is unwise.
What happened to South Point?
Mayor Olis happened. He's always blamed others for his own shortcomings, but I never realized he'd been touched by Sheogorath. The only way the madness will end is with his death.
Right, so do you really think he has to die, or I'll kill him? I suppose. Honestly, does he really have to die?
He has the power to remake South Point in his image, to the Mad God's delight. Where Mayor Arliss goes, Sheogorath won't be far behind. I see no other way. Unless you convince Sheogorath to take him back to oblivion, but arguing with the Mad God is folly.
Let's go.
I don't see how. Those bars are thicker than sword blades. We aren't going anywhere. It seems Sheogorath made a few changes to these catacombs. There were never any prison cells below the cathedral.
Can you use your magic to open the door?
I already tried. It seems Mayor Arliss found my magic somehow. I'd say it's maddening, but less so than having a Daedric prince steer you around like a carriage. When they come for us, we can try to fight our way out. If they come for us.
Such despair! Woo-hoo! Richer than a cheese sorbet! I see you've reacquainted yourself with Daraneth. Unacquainted? Unrequited! There. She'll come around to you, like I did.
What do you want?
Mayor Aulus is a curd in the soup. A real fly in the way, don't you say? Made a mess of me gift. The kind from the wrong end of a dog. I tried to encourage him. Even brought him a hero to destroy. But he couldn't go through with it. Can you imagine? I led you right here to make it all boring again. And what did he do to stop you? Nothing! There I stood, in my best old lady suit, and he said it was all my fault. He just needs motivation. What better than an escaped prisoner seeking vengeance?
You want me to try to kill him?
Could you kill someone you love? I can't. Well, I have, but not Mayor Arliss. It would be too pedestrian. No, I want you to try killing him.
Okay. Why?
I want him to reach deep down, below all the marmalade and crushing failures defining his life, to find a seed of confidence and grow it into a tree of gumption he'll use to beat your brains to paste. But if not, any brain paste will do. Even his.
I'll do this if you promise to leave South Point forever.
Deal. Oh, and one more thing. Daraneth stays behind. If you bore me too much, I turn her into a goose, roast her, and feed her to you covered in fine Adar glaze. The goose, I mean. It's a mite bit chilly for my Adar pants.
Whatever you say.
And make it entertaining, would you? After spending so much time in this town, I finally know where the Colovians keep their fur hats.
This is your chance to fix this mess. Go, deal with the mayor. If South Point bores him, Sheogorath will leave.
All right.
Already aboard! Here, I brought you some presents. The shiny ones are always the best, wouldn't you say?
Yep. The shiny presents.
To Thunder's ears. Crack it open, quap its fears.
Radio. Golden Saints and Dog Seduces. Fine, I suppose. What's in here? Ash. Yep, more Saints and Seducers. Fine. What happened to her? Oh, there she is. Okay. Fine. Try yeast. Yeast. My mana isn't regenerating fast enough. I must drink. Where's my rose tea? There we go. Huh. That's what you have to say. You have to say, huh? Are you generally a fan of MMOs? Well, I mean, I I love Dashron's Call to Death. I played Ultima Online and EverQuest. But, the MMO aspect of ESO is pretty weak. The raids in ESO are the worst. Out of the big three, that is, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, and ESO. ESO's raids, aka trials, are the worst. Dungeons, out of, again, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, and ESO, the raids are, the dungeons are the worst. So, in the things that make an MMO an MMO, ESO is actually really bad. And where ESO shines is usually in its little quest stories, you know? Lot of fun to be had here and there. But it's all a linear theme park, right? You know, you're gonna go through this little quest, you're gonna do it in this particular way, and it's all gonna be defined.
Haste and blood! It's why you're my new favorite mortal! Well, also your buoyancy, but mostly haste and blood!
Right. Anyway. I am a fan of sandbox MMOs. And ESO is a theme park MMO. So at the end of the day, I kind of like it for, you know, its questing, but once the quests are done, I'm just gonna run past them. Bam. But yeah, once the questing's done, I'll be done with the game because...
Bridge is out! My boredom washed it away. Really got in the cracks there.
Yep. Man. Okay. Let's not fall off the bridge this time reading the chat. Long way it is.
Do you have to lumber about like that? Show some panache! A little swagger!
God's breath.
Got it. Panache and swagger, yes. At least I get some barley. Ginger. I'm gonna run past these guys. And the switch is right on top of them. I'm not running past them. That's unfortunate, but also understandable.
No!
No is right. You're all dead. Pull the switch. The bridge is up. Ooh. Here we go. Boss battle.
Oh, this just isn't your day. But your Uncle Sheogorath can make it better. I can never decide between choice and free will. Which will triumph in the end? But why not settle the matter for me? Or you could yank a lever, but that's hardly fun for either of us.
So, you asked me to kill the mayor. Why are you playing these games?
I just told you! Choice and free will are subjects I hold quite dear. So, you could fight a very good friend of mine, or you can pull another lever. Your choice.
I'll fight your friend.
Wonderful! Just say the word and I'll bring him here.
Let's do it. Destroy free will.
Free will! Get out here! There's someone I want you to meet!
Oh god, free will's a day drop! I'm turning into blood mist.
Not much gusto. With a smidge of verve, 3 jots brio, the essentials for a moxie fondue. Fondue. What was I saying?
Alright. We're back!
What do you mean, coming to kill me?
It's a gift, a chance to shine, to prove you have some backbone that won't snap at the lightest touch. Really, Howdy, I'm quite fond of you. Ooh, fondue. What was I saying?
That you're fond of me. That you don't want to watch me die.
Watch you die horribly, all alone, and laughing my head off when it happens. Oh, that doesn't sound like me, does it? But I'm sure you can work the matter out for yourself.
Please, don't do this. Maybe we can work something out. It's not fair. I never wanted this, any of this. Now I'm to die for it. But you're reasonable, aren't you? We can talk about this. Work something out?
Look, the God of Madness didn't give me much choice.
You do have a choice. Not like me. Sheogorath listened to me. Said he would take me down a golden path. Nobody in South Point ever respected me or gave me a chance to prove who I could truly be. What choice did I have but to make them all see who I really am?
You're saying you had to do all this?
My family ruled South Point for generations. But after we lost everything, where was my birthright then? They wouldn't bow to me as they should, so now I've made them bow. It's the burden a true leader must bear. I shouldn't have to die for it.
If Sheogorath won't take you to Oblivion, I'll send you there myself.
Wait, that's it. I'll go away with him, if he'll have me. Just let me try to convince him. Besides, there's not much of South Point left. It's a bit used up, don't you think?
If you don't convince him, you're dead.
Sheogorath, I've been thinking. South Point can't truly appreciate your gift. But if you brought me to the Shivering Isles, I'd fit right in.
You want to go where you're like all the others? Where you can be a shank of bacon in a house built of bacon shanks?
No, I mean, think of how I could use your gift in a place that truly understood me.
Well, I suppose you'll make a fine addition to the garden. Very well. The killing's off. I couldn't bring you to my home with more holes in you than when we first met. Just not proper.
Thank you, Sheogorath. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see my new home.
I'll send you ahead. I need a moment to speak with my second favorite mortal. Don't mind the grummites. They always smell that way. Choice wins again. Really tugs at the heartstrings. Careful with those. Yank too hard and the blood goes everywhere but up. I really do admire this town. Shame I can't take it with me. Oh, but can't I? I know just where to put it.
We had a deal, you're leaving.
We did we? Oh, well, I suppose you're right. Owlie and I could always visit. Perhaps during hurricane season. That'd be delightful.
When worn, the faint urge to dance is unrelenting. Great. Complete.
Don't be a stranger.
There we go then. We saved South Point from madness. Not that way. This way. We're back in Valenwood. Yes, a Colovian town in Valenwood who's been here for generations. How you feeling?
Thanks for saving my hide. They were trying to find a big enough pot to boil me.
I mean, it would have taken like 14 to 18 hours to boil someone in a pot large enough. Like, you have to understand how long it takes a pot of water that big to boil. And never mind, whatever. Goodbye. Hello.
The scouts you rescued brought reinforcements from Elden Root. We subdued the townsfolk for their own protection. Tell me, what happened in the cathedral?
Sheogorath was the cause of all this.
What? I thought Dareneth was mad. A Daedric prince in Gratwood? Is he in the cathedral? We should clear the town.
I made a deal with him to leave town.
You? Well, thank the 8 divines. Where is this Mayor Aulus all the crazed citizens mentioned? I'd like a word with him.
Sheogorath took him to the Shivering Isles.
I would have preferred a public execution. After what he did to this town, I hope he finds a slow death in the Shivering Isles.
Technically, he'll live there forever, because time doesn't work quite the same way in Oblivion. He will just kind of be there, and if he dies, he will be back there again. So, anyway, what will happen to South Point citizens?
We'll escort them to Eldenroot. Hopefully the Mages Guild can look into their madness. As for South Point, we'll remain here to help rebuild. After this, what else can we do?
Sounds good.
It seems Sheogorath held up his end of the deal. I felt his absence, I should likely say. I was able to open a portal here without any difficulty. I tried to tell Captain Elanthor what happened, but he wouldn't listen. In his youth, I took him as an apprentice. He was lazy, a bit reckless, and nearly set my laboratory afire on 3 occasions. His childhood was quite difficult, but that's no excuse for his actions.
How was his childhood?
Long ago, his bloodline ruled South Point. He was a child who thought the town would one day be his, but his parents died in a fire when he was young, and he lost everything. I thought by taking him on as a pupil, I could teach him humility. I was wrong.
What will you do now that your home's destroyed?
I'll return to Eldenroot until Captain Elanthor sorts out the reconstruction. You're welcome to visit anytime you wish.
All right. Visit you in Eldenroot, you mean? Doesn't matter. Let's go. The town is fixed, right? No. Hello?
Yes?
I'm not a vampire.
Hmm?
No? Yeah, they don't want to talk to me.
I've got to get out of here.
Ah, well. I'm a vampire. Who cares? You aren't traders, after all. If you're not traders, there's no sense in dealing with that. Alright, let's have a look-see what's around. It looks like there is a carnival to see up there. There's also a burial ground up there. I want to see what that is. There's an area. Let's get on our horse. Yes, our blood horse. It's a horse made of blood. But if you want something even stupider than a horse made of blood, maybe you'd like to go to the Crown Atronach crate.
Fortune favor you, my friend.
Yes, what do you have to say, Mr.
May luck follow you.
Khajiit? Wait.
Our friendship pleases Pakruti. He believes that a good friendship is like peeing his pants in public. Everyone can see it, but only Pakruti can feel the warmth inside.
This is the loot box vendor. This is the loot box vendor who just said that.
Goodbye, my friend.
The loot box vendor said that. Yeah. He equated your friendship with peeing your pants in public. That's...
Select the crate, and we can begin. Joan and Jode, a bonus reward.
Joan and Jode, those are Khajiit gods. Oh boy, a mimic stone. And some potions. What's this? A drink that restores stamina. Stamina and health recovery. Yay. And Gold Coast elixirs I don't care about. And crown poisons. One more crate.
Pakruti has never seen such a magnificent display of good fortune.
You mean I just got shitty rolls? Thanks. Consumables,
Sadly,
yay!
You have no more crates, but you can always purchase more.
You can always purchase more in the store.
This one recommends that you purchase a crate from the store.
Yay!
Farewell, my good friend.
Hey, you know where you can get crates? You can get them in the crown store. Check this out. It's amazing. So these crown crates, these flame astronaut crates, with them, you'll be able to get a flame astronaut camel. Don't you want a camel? That's a flame astronaut. That's lore friendly, isn't it? Flame astronaut bear, flame astronaut guar, flame astronaut horse, flame astronaut cinch tiger, flame astronaut wolf, and flame astronaut skin for yourself. Maybe you want an Akaviri bear or an Akaviri camel. Yes, Akaviri camel. There you go. Akaviri guar. Goodbye. Gonna run right past that wasp. The bone orchard has been discovered. What is in the bone orchard? Oh, hello!
Wonderful. Thought I'd be...
Oh no, it's a worm cult assassin! The assassin's dead.
Wonderful. Thought I'd be yapping here for eternity. Blasted wormies only have eyes for the empty ones. Very well. Tie me to your belt and we can get started. No time to lose.
But I don't have your quest. Where's your quest? Tie me to your belt. No time to lose. There's the quest. Okay, I knew there was a quest around here somewhere. There he is.
Thought I'd be yapping here for eternity. Blasted wormies only have eyes for the empty ones. Very well. Tie me to your belt and we can get started. No time to lose.
What are you and how can you talk?
How can you breathe? You just do without thinking much about it. It's the same with me in talking. Or worm cultists digging up old bones. Didn't ask if they belonged to anyone, did they? The wormies just started making skeletons.
The worm cult is creating undead here?
Yes! Pieces of me are all over the place. It's rather disconcerting. I'm probably not the first skeleton you've had to reassemble, and I doubt I'll be the last. But once I'm walking again, we can figure out what the wormies want with the bone orchard. Deal?
All right. I'll get your bones back from the worm cult.
Ah, quite the view from up here, eh? I'm at the landscape. Don't get any ideas.
Good.
All right, let's find the rest of me. Try searching the wormy camps or knocking some skeletons around until my bits fall out.
Alrighty then. Just gotta go kill some skeletons, I suppose. That should be easy enough. So yeah, we've got a skeleton we're helping to reassemble for no reason.
Efficient little nitwits! Could be part of me in every skeleton here!
Yes. Good enough. Skeletal Ravager.
That was my femur! Wait, no, my femur bends to the left. Carry on!
Good enough.
That tickles!
Right. Good enough.
Look at all the dirt on my bones! I used to bathe weekly to keep myself presentable.
I used to bathe weekly, you say? Oh no.
My pelvis is filthy! What did the wormies do? Use it as a shovel? The dig site's not too far away, just around the bend. One of these bends. I don't mind if you take your time. I'm just happy to be walking again.
There we go. We've reassembled him as a skeleton. That is how things work, I assume. Use completed skeleton, it says. Okay, there we go.
You have no idea how good this feels. To be whole again, and walk with my own 2 legs. To have legs at all.
So, you were a ghost skeleton, and now you're a real skeleton.
Next? Oh, you mean the wormies. Can't leave them here, digging up bones that dig up bones?
What are they digging?
No idea. That's why we'll need to investigate, yes? That's the thing for us. Investigations all around. Their biggest dig site is nearby. Hard to miss it, really. Unless you're one to miss a hole in the ground. Charging off like filled and near blood drunk, eh? Don't expect me to lend a hand. Perhaps a rib will do? Point it at any wormy skeleton and I'll have it fighting at your side. No, it's no trouble. You can thank me later. Onward to the dig site.
Okay. To the dig site. There's the hole in the ground.
Goradir!
Oh, Goradir?
Goradir, what have they done?
What does it look like? They dug up my barrow.
What? Why?
Wouldn't stop asking about the roots.
The roots? Why would they care about the... Oh, no.
Told them they were asking for trouble. But did they listen? Went right to the barrow bar. Idiots.
Hey, friend. Listen, we have a problem. The wormies must be here for what's under the barrow bow. With enough of the little skeletons, they'll be able to dig up the big ones. I knew I shouldn't have said anything to that Ithruin fellow. The wormy leader told him he'd have no use for the big bones in the ground with the barrow bow to keep them sleeping. But if he digs up the barrow bow's roots, he'll kill it. Then he can build giant wormy skeletons to stomp around.
I see. Tell me about the Baraba.
You didn't notice it? The enormous tree in the middle of the bone orchard? Nobody takes a moment to look up these days. All this beauty directly above you, and you're staring straight at the dirt. Typical.
Yeah, that is actually the typical player. It's true. How do we deal with this?
There are others like Goradir sleeping beneath the barrow bow. If they knew what the wormies wanted, they'd help. But we can't get there without Spinner Amariel's help, and she's not too happy with me.
Where can we find Spinner and Ariel?
She's up on the ridge overlooking the bone orchard. Maybe I shouldn't go with you. No, that's silly. I'm sure she'll be happy to see me. But just to be prudent, I'll let you do the talking.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Onwards and sideways, as it were. Let's go talk with the lady about the Baraba. Yeah, it's the Baraba, alright. The big tree. Ooh. Yep, right in the middle of the bone orchard. Giant tree. Run past those skeletons, no problem. She's in here, I assume. The spinners are storytellers, but their stories are so powerful that they become real, basically. They're able to alter reality by telling stories. Kind of cool, actually.
Spinner Amariel, we need your help. It's an emergency.
Dringoth, who put you back together? Are you to blame for these worm cultists?
Not at all. Well, not exactly. I'll let my friend fill you in.
Why did you let Dringoth talk you into this? Do you know how much trouble he's brought to the bone orchard? My apologies. His very presence wears at my manners. What do you need?
Worm cultists took over the bone orchard.
Yes. Their leader threw and made vague threats about me remaining inside. He's attempting to raise the old bones beneath the Barabo, but there's no way he'll do that before Eldenroot sends a patrol. So I'm staying put.
They've already dug up Gorthir.
Dug up? But that would take weeks. How do they manage?
They're raising an army of skeletons.
Why? Those old bones are useless to them. The Barabo shields them from necromancy. But if they can dig up the Barabo's roots... Oh no. They plan to turn the old bones into an army!
They want an army of dragon skeletons, basically. Alright, well, we need to wake the old bones before the worm cult does.
Here, this is Niranon's horn.
Head beneath the Barrow and sound the horn before the gate. It's the only way inside, unless you want to help the worm cult with their digging. And don't...
Yes, got it. Ooh, hopefully her back is turned, yes? Good. We're taking that alien alphabet pocket translations? Yep. This pamphlet translates alien letters into the common alphabet. Kinda cute. Good enough. We're going. Down and around. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I see what's going on here. I possessed one of the skeletons. That's fine. Good. That worked. Take your mana and go. Gotta head over to the barrow bar now. Not that way. Up and around. There's gotta be an entrance. It's on the other side of the tree. It'll be around here somewhere. We'll get to it. Bit by bit. There it is.
They're already inside. If we're lucky, they haven't made it to the heart of the barrow bow.
To the barrow bow. Two paths. One this way, one that way. Can't go to the heart. That's the exit, so. Basically, we can go through the exit. Ha ha ha, I don't think so. They really want me to stop and fight those skeletons. Horn.
Who disturbs the heart of the barrow bow?
Near and on. Enough with the theatrics. You need to let us in.
Dringoth, what are you doing here? Who is with you? And why are there intruders in the roots of the barrow bow? Dringoth, what have you done?
Nothing. I'm trying to help.
Once again, you bring us suffering. Banishment is too good for you this time.
To the barrow bow.
Dringoth, what have you done?
What will you make us lose this time, Dringoth?
Wow. Everyone hates Dringoth. I'm gonna loot these apparently completely valid food items in this ancient sealed tomb.
Ulfrost will not forgive you again.
Why, Dringoth? Why return?
Dringoth, you were banished, yet you dare return?
Listen to me. We're in danger. Necromancers are trying to kill the barrow bow.
You warn of danger. Dringoth, who leveled nations with his girth. Your restlessness trapped us here in the first place.
There are a vast number of elf bones in the bone orchard. If we all use them together, we can drive out the invader!
Together? Since when have you done anything that wasn't for yourself? Once more you bring danger upon us, then beg for our help to end it. No longer! You'll remain beneath the barrow bow until the world forgets you!
Ulfrost, wait!
Damn.
We have no quarrel with you, Living One. Indeed, we thank you for your part in awakening us. The invaders in the barrow bow must be stopped.
Why can't Dringoth help fight the worm cult?
Because we must punish him for his transgressions. The elf-bone shell to which he was banished will no longer suit him. We'll return him to the old skull around which the barrow bow first grew. The very skull that surrounds this room.
Why do you have to do this now?
Dringoth's crimes are unforgivable. We once sought a true death in the farthest reaches of the world, but his aimless wanderings led to our imprisonment. Here, we can never die.
Tell me what he did to you.
That story is as long as it is old. You would endure the telling?
Yes.
In days long past, our old bones longed for the sun's sweet kiss, for friends we knew in life. But our restless wanderings caused untold suffering. We went far away to be forgotten by the world, to die. But Dringoth continued to wander.
Dragons.
To destroy.
Dragons who wanted to die. Tell me, why?
He couldn't bear to stay in one place for long. Yet while he fixed his gaze upon the horizon, he forgot to watch the ground. Whole cities crumbled beneath him. Amidst this devastation, the wood elves of Fallen Estes saw his wanderlust for what it was.
What'd they do?
They invited him to join the travels of their walking city. His elation gave them time to ensorcel him into slumber. Unaware, he laid down to sleep. They buried him and planted a seed in his skull. In time, it became the Barrowbow.
If his bones slept, why do you hate him?
The wood elves of Fallen Estes feared our fading bones would wander, so they sought us out and carried us to the Bone Orchard. Here, they interred us beneath shrines to Ifre, ensuring we would never be forgotten. Because of this, none of us can die.
Dringoth, did Dringoth ask them to seek you out?
No. In telling the story, we see he did not. But his wanderings led to great destruction, and his selfishness led our bones to this prison. He afflicted us with the doom of endlessness, and for this crime, he cannot be forgiven.
Alright, so he deserves exile, he lives. He deserves punishment, he dies. Persuade. He came here to stand with his family against invaders. Is it justice you seek or vengeance? Yeah, let's persuade.
You shame us, outsider. Perhaps we judge him in anger. Very well. Dringoth will stand with us to keep the Barrowbow from harm. When the invaders are repelled, he is free to decide his own fate.
Enemies at the inner gate. Come quickly, we'll drive out the worm cult.
Right. Let's go.
Shatter the bones they steal from the restful dead.
Shatter the bones. Oh, jeez, it's a flesh atronach. That's a thing.
Rise, my friends. Rise and slay the intruders.
Yes. That's a thing. How many attacks did I do in a second there? Alright, well, I think we dealt with that set of enemies. That was easier than it should have been. There's still enemies back that way, which is weird. What do you think, Dringoth?
Quite the brawl, eh? If that doesn't strike terror into the heart of the wormies, I don't know what will. We've taken them down a notch. The more bones they send us, the more we'll have to fight them. But the wormies never thought they'd be on the other end of it, eh? Suppose you'll be moving on, then. You should come visit. Tell us tales of your travels. We're a lot alike, you and I.
What will you do now?
Oh, kick around here, I expect. Catch up with old friends. Scare a pilgrim or two. Oh, there's dirt. It's rather dull, isn't it? The wormies were the most exciting thing in ages. No. Well, a bit, in that impending doom sort of way. The wormies mixed things up. Even got old Ulfras kicking around again. And I met you, so it wasn't all bad. I should really send them a letter.
Letter to the worm cult?
Dear Wormies, thanks for the excitement. Sorry about that Ethruin fellow, but he was a bit of a bastard, wasn't he? Perhaps we should catch up over some Death Bell tea. Signed, Dringoth. Oh, do you think they'll write back?
Can't say for certain.
That seals it then. Now to find some vellum, hot wax, a quill, definitely a quill. I saw some ink up in Spinner Amario's cave. She'll let me borrow some, I'm sure of it.
Okay, Dringoth, goodbye. That's it then. I like how there's still technically enemies here. But now that the spirits of the Barrowbow are awake, they'll be able to fight off the worm cult, and I am no longer needed here. So that's it. Yep. This is a fight more or less resolved. Because I gave them what they needed to fight. So that section's done. The next section is up north. It's at the, whatchamacallit. Oh, there's a dolmen over there active. I'm not going to deal with it, though. Wait, number one, it's way too far away. Number two, it's kind of in the wrong direction, I think. I know it's in the right direction, it's just too far away.
Oh, wait. Moon sugar is a spice used in many Khajiiti dishes. Calling it cat drugs is demeaning to me and my people.
I may have spoken harshly, but moon sugar is dangerous. It's used to make skooma, as your people know very well. And therefore, it's a drug. If skooma is illegal, moon sugar should also be.
Preposterous. That's like saying we should stop growing golden pears because they are used to make ale. You elves are too much for me sometimes, always losing sight of the forest for the trees.
Wow. That is
well,
dialogue.
What do you think? Yes, you there. What are your thoughts on this?
Okay.
Tell this high elf she's being ridiculous. Yes, moon sugar is used to make skooma, but Khajiit use it as a spice. It's a facet of Khajiiti cultural cuisine. Moon sugar shouldn't be regulated because some people use it for the wrong reasons.
I want to get my hands on the skooma, so I'm going to pretend that their culture's important. Cat culture.
I agree. Some will make bad decisions no matter what. Moon sugar shouldn't be illegal.
Finally, one who understands this Khajiit. If only this one's neighbors could be as accommodating and wise. The High Elf should listen to you.
That's right.
Hear that, High Elf? The Traveler agrees with me. Your people are haughty and oppressive.
I can't believe you drug-addled cats were allowed to join the Dominion. Why do you encourage her behavior? These blasted cat people need to learn that some customs will not be accepted in the Dominion. I'm glad it's not people like you making the rules around here.
I'm one of the eyes of the Queen, so I can influence policy if I need to. Jeez. There should be a delve around here. Bat! I've paralyzed it for a second. There we go. Damn bat. That dolmen's still up, meaning no one's killing it. I hear that dolmen in the distance. It's actually really annoying. Oh, there's a quest here. What do we got? Celis. There's people here, and there's a dungeon here. Anyway, these are elven ruins. But I'm gonna have to come back later because I am tired. Seriously. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be playing Skyrim and ESO. Probably less
Trust
Skyrim
me,
than
Fane. Magical transport is the only way this many Redguard could have appeared here so suddenly.
Okay.
We need to cut them off before an entire army is on our doorstep.